March has been absolutely filled with Yeezy unboxings, but we promise you this is the last one. Let's take a closer look at the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Clay. What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube. We're a channel dedicated to reviewing sneakers, both upcoming, recently released, other special promo packages that we receive, and pretty much anything else under the sun. So today we're taking a closer look at yet another Yeezy Boost 350 V2 that dropped in March. This is, of course, the Clay colorway. Before we get into the shoe, just do us a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and we'll keep it moving. So now that you subscribed, let's take a closer look. Of course, this is the 350 V2 model. Adidas has really pressed on the gas when it comes to this particular silhouette. It's kind of like the Yeezy that everyone recognizes. Like if your friend who's not into sneakers asks you, yo, hook me up with a pair of Yeezys, he probably means this model because, you know, back in September 2018, Adidas dropped a rumored 1 million pairs of the triple whites. Although that number is not confirmed, everyone knows that they were very readily available. And then following that release, they restocked some classics like the Zebra, the semi-frozen yellow, and then they dropped new ones like the Sesame and the Static and the Static Reflective. And now that we fast forwarded to March of 2019, we're hit with 3 different colorways of the 350 V2. Now, although the release dates are staggered, you guys know that on the 16th of March, Adidas dropped 2 other colorways. One is the True Form, which is exclusive to Europe, and the Hyperspace, which was exclusive to Asia, select spots in Africa, and of course the Middle East. You know, with this third Clay are kind of assumed to be part of a pack, I guess. You know, it's they all have that same design with that translucent stripe, the tinted midsole, the similar pattern on the upper, but it's very heavy on earth tones. You know, we know Kanye West likes tonal, neutral, earthy sort of hues. Very, very prevalent in his entire Yeezy clothing line, but particularly with the shoes, you know, we haven't seen too many like neon tones. It's been mostly like we said, earthier tones, and the Clay is definitely a direct nod to that sort of aesthetic. Of course, it has that kind of almost like a terracotta kind of clay sort of look, but it is orange in some views. It's more of like a light tan in some views, but just seeing these in hand, it's definitely more of an orange. You know, as you can tell, there's that bright orange on the heel, and even the tint on the midsole also kind of shines. It's almost a neon type of orange, but the knit on the upper is indeed this clay brown sort of hue, which definitely lends well to the whole Yeezy aesthetic, as we mentioned before. And even on the medial side, that tint definitely shines through on that midsole. But the Boost itself is still white. You know, that's something that's been pretty standard with Adidas footwear. They're keeping the Boost white and they're just kind of painting over it or just adding like an exterior shell with the Yeezy. One thing that's interesting is that the Hyperspace and the True Form kind of had like a Volt light lime green sort of knit in the upper, but these are just simply that clay brown with the white. If anything, you could probably tell better that there's that new pattern right here on that medial side. You could definitely see that old classic 350 V2 stripe made out with the prime knit. You know, outside of that, you know, it's your pretty standard 350 V2. Like we mentioned in earlier videos, you know, the Yeezy 350 V2 is not really about new designs at this point, just like color selection. So it's whatever colorway you want to wear with your outfit, it's basically on you. Since this is kind of that neutral sort of earthier tone, it does really match with everything. You know, any kind of jean color it'll go really well with, but it does have that color pop here in that heel tab with the orange. Nice little touch. And you know, these are releasing on March 30th. It's probably because of a delay, but I would assume that Adidas wanted these and the Hyperspace and the True Forms to all release on one day, just so March 16th was that big Yeezy day. You know, of course, everything's about days and holidays and sneakers right now, but great colorway. It's a North America exclusive as well as in Latin America. However, the kids and the toddler pairs will be exclusive to the United States. So that's another thing as well. You know, Adidas is bringing back the smaller size Yeezys, first time in quite a while. So anything else you need to know about this shoe, just hit that link below. We have a store list, a raffle list. Yeezy resales has kind of had an uptick a little bit. The colorways have just been better. I think people are kind of tired of the stripe kind of pattern that was in the Zebras and the semi-frozen, but the Hyperspace and the True Forms have been doing pretty well, and we imagine these might be a little bit up there as well, maybe like 450, 500. But if you're interested in unboxing videos of the other 2 colorways, just also check the links in the description. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and we'll catch you on the next video.